Today we're joined by Edward Ruppel, an expert in local SEO for boutique hotels. In this episode, we dive deep into strategies you can use to boost your visibility on Google and drive more direct bookings. What I love about Edward is that he doesn't just talk theory, he shares real, actionable tactics, from how to localize your website content, to optimizing your Google business profile, to even creative ways to encourage more guests to book direct. So if you're looking to get in front of more potential guests and reduce your reliance on OTAs, you're in the right place. All right, on to the episode. Welcome back to Foundry Talks. I'm Trey Evans, and I'm stepping in for Rachel this week to host a special conversation with my friend, Edward, founder of Leper Marketing. Edward, first off, thank you so much for joining us today. I've really been looking forward to our conversation. And I guess second off, this is my first time guest hosting a podcast, so who knows what's in store for us today. We're just going to see what happens.
Perfect, Trey. No, I appreciate it. And it's not that late, it's just only 10 o'clock and 10 p.m. in Berlin, so it's fine, still working time a bit,
only 10 p.m. I'm usually like asleep
yes.
by 10 p.m. So
no worries, but for you,
anytime.
No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, to be here.
So one of the reasons I've been so excited to chat with you is I think you've got a really interesting background between your in-house experience and now being on the agency side. You've got such a unique perspective on travel and hospitality and all things SEO. So why don't we start there for the listeners? If you just want to share a little bit about yourself and what led you to your current role in founding Leper.
Sure. First of all, Leper is just my second name backwards, it's actually Ruppel, so I
put that together as I was prepping for this. I was like, oh, wait a sec.
Just very lazy, what to think about. Okay, let's put the second name, so that's it, No, I'm born in Kazakhstan, originally grew up in Germany, but was always in hospitality. Already after school, I was working in a pub in the kitchen, so originally I wanted to become a chef. But then I say, no, let me go out to the service, and then, I started with the service and was always in hospitality since my very young age, traveling a lot around the world, like working in Dubai for many years, in China for 10 years, on the Maldives, and besides that, I was always interested in digital marketing, so I was building always kind of web pages, affiliate websites and all these things, and more, I've realized, okay, I really like hospitality. Actually, I love hospitality and I really like digital marketing. So how can I combine it? So it was always, I was working on the site in the evenings, always on it. And then I said, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I have a nice team behind me, so my hospitality background is something special. So let's put it both together. And then we launched Leper Marketing,
Yeah, I'm same thing over here. I had worked in a ton of different industries and always been on the digital side. And then I realized I need to take my passion for digital marketing and just align it to the industry that I'm most passionate about. So it's interesting to hear. I'm curious, what is it about SEO and digital marketing that you love so much about it?
I always loved it. Whenever I checked something, I always see, how come those pages are always on page one? How come they're in position 1, 2, 3? What are they doing? What are they doing, what the rest is not doing, And then I started with my own affiliate sites, and then I learned it, how to do it, what is what is important for it and everything, And then I say, but what I see in the hospitality niche is, especially for boutique hotels, whenever you check, you have first your results with the ads, you have your ads, then it's the hotel map pack, and then maybe some first boutique hotels are arriving at the end, Then I say, okay, how can I help those guys, to be number one there, to show up in the local pack? And this is where I really see boutique hotels have a big advantage in it, because they are more, I always tell, like, boutique hotels are more agile, like a leopard, they can turn the corners very quickly, because the big ships, the big brands understand it. It's a lot of marketing behind. It's not only just one GM and one owner, they cannot just maneuver that fast. That's why boutique hotels, if they take local SEO seriously, they can really move up the ranks and really get more direct bookings,
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's the one competitive advantage you have when you're small, is at least you can make changes quickly and you can be agile and you can update your site without having six decision makers on a call,
Absolute,
and you can optimize your Google profile quickly. So I
absolute,
think that's a smart take,
yeah.
and I'm excited to unpack some of that. So let's jump into it. Can you take us through like a step by step approach when, let's say, you're auditing a new client or you're working on a new brand? How do you go about evaluating them from an SEO perspective, and just take me through like your framework on how you approach this kind of stuff?
I mean, basically, my framework is that I go into Google, I type in boutique hotel, let's say Bali. Yeah. So I type in, I look at, okay, who is sponsoring? First of all, who is sponsoring what? Then I go each sponsor one by one, and then I see already the boutique hotels that are, sponsoring, but their website is horrible. The website is really, really slow. There is no call to action or nothing. So I said, okay, this is a very good candidate. I put them in my bucket, and then I analyze. I make most of the time a video now about it, and I make as well private videos for the owners or for the general managers. Just a quick 5-minute video, just with really. I don't go too deep because you have only 5 minutes time. I just tell them, okay, listen, guys, your page speed is very, very slow. This and this and this is missing. If you want a bigger audit, just let me know. And then normally if they come back, it's like a 30 to 45-minute audit. I go page by page, what is missing, what they should do. Then I scrape as well with how is it called? I lost it now. The Frog software.
Yeah, Screaming Frog.
Scream Frog, yes,
Yeah.
exactly, Scream Frog. So, and then I as well just tell them the really shallow results. I really don't go too deep because it's boring for hospitality people. But I really tell them, okay, listen, this is what you need to do. Your rooms pages, they look horrible. You have a beautiful room, but you have 20 words in it. Don't create this. If you want to have a room page, make beautiful pictures. Most of the time they have beautiful pictures, but they hide it somewhere in a folder, and then describe the rooms page very much in detail. Okay, do you have special wood there? Is the wood locally sourced? Is it not locally sourced? How
Mm-hmm.
thick are the mattresses? How many pillows do you have? Do you have a minibar? What brand is the mini? What is inside the minibar? Tell me everything. Tell me everything that I'm as a guest. If I come to your page, I'm hooked to it. I have all the information, and that's it. And because guests love it and Google loves it as well. Because if you create pages with just couple of words, it is called thin content, and Google really disregards your page. It's actually more harm to you than you do something better. So, and this is normally the process. I mean, we really don't go too into detail, not too much. We just tell them, okay, really the major pain points, and that's it.
Yeah. So thin content on the room pages. What are
Yes.
some of the other common like mistakes that you tend to see like
Well,
that?
a lot of boutique hotels as well love their videos. I understand it, but please host it and make it compress it that it's quick and that it's not takes me 10 seconds to load the page. If it,
Mm-hmm.
it takes me 10 seconds to load the page, I'm out, finished, that's it. I'm going to booking.com, I book it there maybe. So this is the first thing. Then on the hero section, most of the time it's not written why they should book directly with you. So if I land on your page and you want more direct bookings, please tell me exactly why I should book right now with you. What are the benefits that I'm not getting with an OTA? Okay, is it a free room upgrade? Is it a bottle of wine or whiskey, whatsoever? We can now imagine things, but tell it to me clearly that I'm enticed, okay, to continue looking at your page. This is very, very important because a lot of them, I sometimes do audits and I talk to the GMs. I tell them, okay, tell me now or show me now your booking button. They cannot find it because it's hidden somewhere. So how do you expect guests to book on your page if your button is hidden and you don't tell me as a guest, okay, listen, if you book directly with us, this is what you get from us. So it's that's really a big issue which I see. I would say 95% of boutique hotels don't have it right. You go to the page, it's nowhere written, and then of course a big one, they do not localize it. So what do I mean with localize? You must tell Google and future AI search, where exactly are you? You cannot just tell boutique hotel and that's it. You must tell boutique hotel in Bali, boutique hotel in Berlin, you know. So if you go to Berlin, then you tell boutique hotel in Berlin and then Mitte, like in the middle of Berlin, you know. You even have the how to say, the subtown or something inside, you know, the local area. So you really localize because people are searching for it, you know. I would like to stay in a boutique hotel in Berlin Mitte or in Bali or whatsoever, you know. And if you do not have it as a H1 tag or as a mention on your page, you can never be ranking for it. This is very important because a lot of boutique hotels, they have like beautiful slogans, relax in nature. But where? Where should I relax in nature? You know, it's clear. You know, how do you want to show up in those results if you don't tell those algorithms, those robots, where it is? You know, so this is so meta search is missing. A lot of boutique hotels, meta search is missing. And AI is looking a lot now at meta search. So if you don't have these three things, you will never be show up anywhere, you know, except you do, of course, pay-per-click marketing, but then anybody can show up, you know. But again, there it's a lot of a bidding game. But if you do local SEO properly, right, it's now your golden age because no one is doing it properly. You have so much advantage if you really say, okay, guys, listen, this is our page. Now we localize, the shit out of it, you know, and then you will rank. You will rank. All your pages say that you are in Bali. All your spa treatments you say in Bali. Everything you are where you are. And what do you think? Where you will not show up? You will absolutely show up in it. Absolutely. But for this, you really need to work on it, and you really need to shift your mind to really tell everybody where you are. You know, so it's very much important. Another thing is, once we have the at the beginning, you know, why you should book them, why you should book direct, you need to repeat it on your page. You know, now with the TikTok culture, everybody forgets it in 10 seconds. So once they go to your overall room page, again, have this section there why they should book directly with you. Once they go to the junior suite page, have it downstairs again why they should book directly with you. Repeat it so they do not forget it, you know. This is very important. Another thing is very important. Let's say you have a beautiful spa. Normally boutique hotels have beautiful spas. They have a lot of treatments like ocean wave yoga. I've never heard about it, but first time I read it, I say, bloody hell, I want to do it, you know. Then they have other treatments. So what you have to do is you have to create for each of you this treatment a separate page. It's very much important. Ocean, how was it called? Ocean wave yoga in Bali. So man, people are searching. People who are interested in it, they know what to search on it. And if you have it in your URL, your H1 header, in your meta description, you will rank for it because your competitors are sleeping on it. So you have to do it right now. It's very important, you know, and then you rank for it. Then you have another one treatment, I don't know, hot sauna, you know. So hot sauna as well in Bali. You have as well a separate page for it. Have a proper separate page, and for each page as well a Q&A section. What is a Q&A section? So let's say for spa, do I have to go naked inside or not? You know, in some countries you go naked, in some countries no. So you describe it. Are you using stones? What kind of oil are you using for the water? Everything. Have it all inside, you know, because it is helping you out. It is helping you out in the results, and as well, people are staying longer on your website, and Google tracks as well. How long do they stay on your website actually? It's very much important. Gallery page. I love gallery pages, but if you look at some, you click on gallery page, no picture inside. Where are the pictures? Hello. They just forget it. They just forget to put it in, or it's broken, you know. Oh my goodness, you know, those things, you know, it's very easy to do, you know, but at the same time somehow very difficult because, and I'm telling it always, that's the problem. Whenever I talk to a GM, they all complain, oh, we want to have more direct bookings. We want to have more direct bookings. Yeah, but then you have to do something for it, you know? I'm not against OTA. So a lot of people tell me, you're against OTA. No, I'm not stupid. I would never do this to a hotel, you know? Because I was working 20 years in hotels. I know how important OTAs are. But let's say you can have 10, 15, 20, 25% more direct bookings. What does it mean for your hotel? It's a lot. You can do a lot of this money, you know, And I know it from personal experience because I worked in hotels. So it's a lot. But if you complain about OTAs and you do nothing with your page, it's like, I don't know, shooting your leg, and then continue doing something, it's the same. What else is there? I mean, there are so many things, but it's important that you create your page and you want to achieve something with it, So either you want to promote your restaurants with it, you want to have a beautiful spa, or you want to have your rooms, which is the major. You really need to decide what do you want to do. If you want to say, okay, I have beautiful rooms, okay, first things first is you need to have like an overview room page. You have an overview room page, our accommodation, as well localized, in Bali or whatsoever, and then you link from each page to the next one. Then you go to the first page. Let's say it's a twin bedroom. You describe everything about this twin bedroom, and then you link from this twin bedroom to the next category, from the next category to the other category, because it's internal linking. So we make it Google very easy. They come to your page, they find the page very, very easy. And then of course it pushes you. It's very, very much important. So those are really the major things, But I would always, and this is always what I always tell first, tell me now or show me where can I book your hotel and why should I book it now? Tell it to me, please. And most of them,
Absolutely.
They don't have it.
And that's where we're seeing SEO and CRO, conversion rate optimization, is almost, the lines are blurring now, because if you've got the direct booking incentives, now, yes, your organic traffic's going to book better, but so is your paid traffic. Everything's going to be better. So I'm seeing that personally, a lot of SEOs and a lot of marketers are now being forced to really wear the CRO hat, because they're being more accountable for, well, we're getting all this traffic to the site. How well is it converting? So that's something that's just going to, raise performance across the board. I love the idea of localization. I see that all the time, where there's not even a single keyword in the meta title or the meta description. The homepage just says home, that kind of stuff. So
I'm telling you, just quick, sorry. Localization. I mean, I'm really passionate about it. I love hospitality and I love that's why I'm really passionate about it. Why would you like to compete against the high target keywords where you have anyway no chance, because all your big magazines are showing up there? So you really need to think about, there was a marketing book like a guerrilla tactic, So guerrilla tactic is for me local SEO. You localize your whole page and you tell everybody you are there at this location, you're exactly at this location, and you cover, and we come later to it, to your blog section. It's hugely important and no one does it. I mean, you go to the blog section, forget it, man. There was one blog from 2017. Hello, I don't know who, but you need to have a proper blog section, because those top funnel content is hugely important for you, and we will come to it. But why would you like to compete against those high keywords when you can grab all this nicely traffic and show up in the local map pack? And a lot of hoteliers don't know. In the local map pack, so aka hotel pack, I call it, OTAs are not allowed. It's only hotels which are allowed. If you're an OTA, you can never show up there. And Google designed the map pack like this. If you look at it on your mobile, it's like 80% full of your screen. Mm-hmm. So they have already an attention behind it. But the reality is, if you tell it to a gem, oh no, OTA is not allowed. What is a hotel pack actually? Well,
I'm so glad you brought up the blog content too, because that was going to be my next question. So, so far we've talked about localizing pages, like making sure the H1s and your titles are targeted, interlinking content, great idea too, and making sure that you have, amenities or other activities, or, if you got a restaurant or a spa, all of that should be localized. That was my next question, was top of funnel content. How do you approach that? Is it still worth doing in the age of AI? Is that something that's going to be irrelevant in, a couple months? I would just love to get your take on, is there kind of a playbook that you have where it's, if we're a boutique hotel in Berlin, are we first going to cover all of the restaurants near us and then cover all of the things to do? And then would love to hear your take on kind of how you approach top of funnel content and just like the lifespan of it moving forward.
Well, first thing, lifespan, I don't know. No one knows. No one can tell us. But
fair.
But what I tell is, please don't use the blog section. You know why? Because my clients will use it and they will have all the traffic coming to them, So no, it's very, very much important. It's very, very much important because I don't know if you travel. If I travel, I research everything. Where is the nearest restaurant close to my hotel? In which area I'm living. Where is I have 2 kids. So for me it's very important sometimes. Okay, where is the closest park? Where is like a playground or something? I'm searching all these things. And especially let's say like let's say you come to Berlin. So if my boutique will be in Berlin Mitte, I would make sure I have everything about Berlin Mitte covered in my blog. What are the top 10 restaurants? Of course, you always put your own restaurant in the top 10 list because you create the list. Doesn't matter, You create your bar inside. You create whatever you want to. What are the top 10 spas? My spa is number one, of course, It's your list. You created it. But then you have to make sure you need to create as well the other ones, very much important. So then you cover, okay, how, if you are, let's say you are again in Berlin Mitte, your hotel is only 200 meters away from the Berlin Tower. So you describe, okay, we are close to Berlin Tower. This is how you go there. This is what you can encounter on the way and everything. But now the caveat is, if you do those blog content, you must make sure that you have the answer in the first paragraph directly. And then you structure the blog. Because you need to match the search intent. People are searching, where is the nearest playground, let's say in Berlin Mitte. So you tell them the nearest playground to our hotel is 200 meters far away. The search intent is there. You already answered it, and AI picks up on it. So you will show up in the AI search overviews. But if you bury it somewhere downstairs, oh man, I don't want to read the whole page. I want to know directly. And then, okay, maybe I continue reading, So that's very, very much important. You always now need to make sure you have it in the first paragraph. This is where it is, and that's it. But you need to think about your blog as a local guide. You need to be the local guide for your guests. So you need to cover everything about what is in your immediate area. Very, very much important. And then we see, because people are really searching for it, and then they're finding you, they're staying there, and you will convert as well, and you can track this all, you can put the book now button there. You can track it, everything, So it's very much important.
I think you nailed it with it being a local guide. We've had clients ask us the same question about the lifespan, and I like to think of it as, if this content is so good that we're using this regardless in our pre-booking flows, and then we have all of that information. So we have content around playgrounds for people that we know are families. We have content around restaurant for people we know are foodies. To me, it's just, you might as well, right? Like if you're going to use that to enhance the experience, and I think you nailed it, use it as your go-to guide. And worst case, it's just going to enhance the experience. Best case is setting you up for long-term SEO and AI.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I was working in operations in hotels. I know the questions people are asking my bar team. They ask those questions. They ask those questions. We have so many times, like in Berlin, I remember families coming inside. I was as a duty manager walking the floor. They're talking, okay, there is this jump hole next to you, right? I say, yes. Yeah, so you go there, you take the train or something, you need to explain it. So because people are asking it. And it does not harm your website. It does not harm you. It only enhances you. But what if you don't do it? It's the worst what you can do. You just don't do it, So then, it's not there, and you never know how Google or AI will change tomorrow the algorithm, and suddenly it all blows up, and suddenly, it's very, very much important. We never know how the system are changing. Like we spoke before, Instagram will from the 10th of July will be indexing as well your content. So what does it mean for boutique hotels? You need to describe your pictures in an alt text properly where you are, and then you need as well give a proper content and localize the content. We as a boutique hotel in Ubud, Bali, and then this our spa. You need to make sure, because I'm telling 99% of boutique hotels will just sleep on it. Not even boutique hotels, all hotels, because they're just too busy in the operations. I mean, I understand it. I was in operations. do you really ever thought I care about our Instagram account? Go away, man. I never cared about it because I have other stuff issues to do.
So how do you treat those articles? Let's say you do one where it's the top 10 spas, you're going to treat yours as number one. I think readers are totally fine with that. You can always have a
Yes,
fun line of like, hey, of course we're biased, but
absolute.
I think that's totally fair game. When you link to those might be your competitors. Do you ever recommend reaching out to those competitors and let them know that you linked out to them and see if they'll
Yes,
return the favor with a link back or something like that, and
yes,
kind of
yes,
build
yes,
some
yes.
relationships and potential, partnerships or something like that?
I would always link out. I would always link out. I always ask them, okay, it will be very good if you link back to me, fantastic.
Hmm.
If not, okay, then it was this. But we see that in 60% of time they link back to you, because they see, oh, cool, you mentioned us, we link back to you, we link back to you, But most of the time, I'm telling you, it's if we work with them, we help the other place to link back because they don't know how to link back,
Right.
if they
Yeah.
don't have an agency, or if they don't have somebody who knows it, But yeah, we will always recommend link out. It's always good because as well, Google loves always if you link out to somebody else, Not only keep everything for you, but if you always link out to somebody else, it's very important.
It makes sense, right? That's what Google
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
expect to see. So I'm
You know,
curious too, if you're a boutique hotel, you have a spa or food and beverage, or
mm,
how are you treating that with the Google business profiles? Are you creating unique profiles for those as well to show up in the map packs, or what advice do you have for those?
tricky, tricky, tricky. So we've got some resorts where we passed it that we can create a separate spa Google business and or a restaurant. But normally, what Google's like to have is a complete new entity for your restaurant or for a spa. So either a new address or paperwork. I mean, the best thing what you can do, and this worked for us, is that we created like a separate company just for the spa. It's the same address, but you
Mm-hmm.
show Google, okay, it's actually a separate company. So sometimes you use like third party companies for your spa or the whatsoever. So this is what you can do as well. But it's a bit of paperwork, if you really want to do it. But if you do it and you say, okay, you know what, our spa is so amazing, we really want to do it. It is very, very worth to do it, to create a separate Google business profile and really push for it, because then you can even rank more for it. But if you cannot, then there are two solutions, two very nice solutions. One solution is you create a separate page on your web page, and then you link all those treatments, or you create a completely new homepage just for your spa, and you link both together. Both can work.
Mm-hmm.
But to have a separate Google business profile, it's tricky sometimes. It's a bit of it is a bit of playing around, and sometimes it did not work for us. We did all this work, and then Google say, no, sorry, it's same building, same owner, same everything. So sorry, you cannot. But so we've got some GMs and owners who say, okay, you know what, we create something because I can do it, and then it works out fine. So, but Google Business Profile is hugely important.
Yeah,
Hugely.
that's where I was
Yeah.
going to go next. I'm curious, where do you see the biggest impact? So far, we've talked a lot about optimizing the site and your on page content. Obviously, your business profile is a huge part of that too. Do you see more bang for your buck, like localizing the site and then moving on to the business profile, or kind of where
Both
do you
at
go in
the
order
same
of
time.
operations?
Both at the same time. So let's say you have a optimized Google business profile. So your categories, the main categories, right? You have the subcategories as well, correct?
Hmm.
You should always put some subcategories. If you have a beautiful spa, you put as well spa wellness as well in the subcategory, because the main category is hotel. So, but a subcategory can be as well a spa, no problem at all with it.
Right.
You optimize
Wedding
it.
venue.
So there is a couple of sections. There is a Q&A section. No one uses the Q&A section. Put the Q&A section inside. And the beauty is Google allows it. You ask the question and you answer them yourself. It doesn't matter, but they are there already, and you can put all the Q&As, whatever you have in your hotel, because in the early days when I was working, we've got like a whole Bible. There are all the Q&As. Put it
Right.
all inside. Use the update feature of the Google Business Profile. There is an update feature, but post only once, maximum twice a week. Now, here's a caveat. If you post about let's say you have a spa, and you post about the treatment. And you have not a dedicated page for this treatment or something. It does not really give you good, because Google goes to your Google business profiles, checks, okay, you talk about this, they go to your website, it's nothing written on the page. Okay, it doesn't make any sense to us, But what you can do as well is you can talk about your staff. Who is your front office manager? Who is your bar manager? Whatsoever. About them, you don't need to have a dedicated page because those are people, But here you can use the updates to really have more information for the guest. This is very, very much important. Yeah. And then, of course, Google Business Profile, it is very much important that you have the consistency of name, address, and phone number.
Yes.
This is very, very much important because we see so many times. I mean, we both say yes, but you go check on Facebook, it's totally different address or phone number, so then it doesn't bring you any good, So whenever you do, and now this is local citations, whenever you do local citations, you need to have name, address, phone number always right, always right, because those things will link to you and those will help you in that you go up in the Google rankings. In the local map pack, yeah, very much important. This is it.
Do you notice an increase in rankings through citations specifically?
Yes, big time. Big time is hugely important. It's huge important. If you have a lot of citations, first of all, you need to make sure you have the citation, the local citations, like let's say you're a hotel in Berlin, that you have German citations. And then once you have all those German citations, you can go abroad. You can have so many US citations. It doesn't matter. As long as you have the link back to you, to your Google business profile, it works fine. But first make sure you have the local ones and then you go back, But it's hugely important. Same as backlinks. Backlinks are still very, very, very much important. Even everybody says the SEO is dying and everything. No, nothing is dying. It's just evolving, Even if you optimize for LLMs, you're still doing SEO. It's still a search engine optimization, it's all the same, But now this is a huge one. Huge one. Reviews. It's so important that you get reviews, not only from Google, but from different sources. And then it is so important that you reply to them. You need to reply to reviews. It's a major ranking factor, and it's a major factor if Google sees you as a legit service, as a legit hotel or whatsoever, because Google loves engaged Google business profiles. I done today an audit of a big brand, and they never reply. They never. And then I'm asking myself, okay, Edward, you worked in hospitality for over 20 years. So whenever a guest came to you, you always got a conversation with them, right? Right. So that's the same. Mm-hmm. It's even more important because people are searching, I mean, if you, if let's say I travel, and when I travel, I always look at reviews. I always look first at the nice reviews, and then I will say, okay, what they are doing wrong? Let me have a look. What I can expect actually, what they're doing wrong, and then I look, are they replying to it or not? Because if you do not reply to 1, 2, 3 stars, I say you don't care. You don't give a shit. You even don't know what's going on. You need to reply. You need to reply to each review within 48 hours. Ideally 24 hours, but it's not always possible. But within 48 hours, then it's really a big signal. Okay, you really care. You really do it, Because look at this. I'm the guest. So I found you online somehow. I really like the hotel. I pay my money. I use my time to fly to your hotel. I stay at your hotel. I enjoy it. I take pictures, Then I check out. In my free time, I write a review to you and I upload those pictures. It's my free time. You really don't have 5 minutes to reply to me? Come on. What are you doing, Yeah. We are a hospitality business. That's not how you treat your guests. And this is huge. You can promote your direct bookings in the reviews. No one, Google doesn't say, you can, at the end of the review, if you book next time with us, use this promo code. Everybody else is reading. So why cannot use this promo code to you? And then you can
Love
even check
that.
this promo code. You write review, I don't know, 15% off. You can even track from where those direct bookings coming, but no one does it. No one does it, you know.
Yeah, that's a pro tip. I love that one.
You know,
What are you
so
using to monitor reviews, or are you? Is that something that's on your clients? And then same question for citations. What are you using for like from a tech stack perspective?
I mean, we monitor reviews. We always we have an email account to the Google business profile, you know, and then whenever we see the reviews coming in, you know, and we always have an email, and then directly, if so, there is a solution. Either we manage the reviews for the boutique hotels, or they themselves, you know. But
Hmm.
if we work with you, we really are pushing it that you reply, because if we see you don't reply, because it harms our efforts, you know, because we have a program which we run, you know, and which we adjust for every boutique hotel on a monthly basis, you know, but reviews play a big major role in it, you know. Local citations, once you build those local citations, it is very, very important that you index them now, you know. If you build them and you do not index them, they are not existing, because now with all those AI blog posts, all these AI pages, you know, it is very, very hard for Google to index everything. So you need to help Google to index those citations. Very, very much important, you know. And once you have
Yeah,
them, I mean, you can track it. You can track it manually as well, you know. But there as well, it's like software as well, like SEMrush and everything. They can show it to you already, you know. But very, very much important. You need to index them.
I was going to say, talk us through how to index them.
There are several services. I mean, there are several services available. We use Telegram Indexer, which works the best for us. It's
Okay.
a it's on Telegram, and it does a fantastic job. You know, it's I think it's to index one citation. It costs you 0.01 cent or something like this. It's nothing, you know, but it works very, very much. But you need to do it, because if you spend money, let's say you spend money for somebody to, let's say, give you 300 citations, and you don't index them, maybe one will be get an index, and that's it. The rest is just flying around somewhere, you know. And even
Yeah.
though you send all those for indexing, 60% get indexed, then you need to re-index them again, you know, till all getting indexed, you know. So that's the key.
Hmm.
But again, reviews, it's major, and so many. I really do not understand why so many are sleeping on it, you know, because it's huge. It's just huge.
I love the promo code in the review response. I'm gonna
Yeah,
steal that one from you.
this is a big one. This is a shout out to Joanne Green. You know, she told it to me. You know, and then I say, oh my goodness, we have to start it as well. And then we told the first GMs, and the first GM say, oh yeah, really, we can do it. You know, I say, yeah, you know, it's big. You know.
Yeah, it just got me thinking because I you could even retroactively go back to old reviews if you haven't responded yet
Absolute,
and
absolute.
populate those. And I
Yes, yes,
assume
yes.
I have to
Of
double
course,
check this, but the reviewer is going to get a notification that there is a response on their
yes.
Google
Of course,
review.
I would not overdo it. You know, I would not do it in each review. Maybe in every
Hmm.
third review, you can put it nicely, you know, and you don't need to do, you know, like, okay, book us now. So you just explain it nicely. I mean,
Yeah, we'd love to have you back.
yes, absolutely.
Uh
Use
huh.
the promo code next time. And then I'm checking. Oh shit, there's a promo code. Give it to me, you know.
Yeah, you could even do a quick double check if they came through an OTA or if they booked direct
Absolute,
originally. So
absolute.
if it was
That's
someone
why
from
I
an
mean,
OTA,
yeah,
then you
that's why I'm saying you can track it. You know, you put in promo code review 2025, and then you see it in your CRM normally.
yeah.
They came through this review code, you know, and then you have it.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's important. It's important. It is important for boutique hotels to fight this game, you know, to really, really play this game, you know. It's and they have a chance. They have such a big advantage, because especially with the local hotel pack, you know, it's so important. Once you rank there, m- people directly see you. You know, people see you, and you can rank there, but you need to really put in the effort inside. You know, and you will not be ranking in 2 weeks, not in 3 weeks. It will take time. Yeah. So it all depends on your area, how competitive it is, and everything. But let's say, I mean, it's always difficult to say how long, but below 6 months, you cannot be ranking. that's clear. If you find an agency who tells you, within 6 weeks, number one, shut everything down, they put your virus inside, run.
Yep. Same thing with AI mentions.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, everybody's worried now. AI here, AI there. Of course, it is coming. But if you do not optimize your page, you have to be worried. But if you optimize your page and you do those things right, you don't need to worry, because your competitors are sleeping. This is what we see every day. Your competitors are just sleeping on it.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. You hear so much about AI, and in the back of my head, I kind of feel like if you're doing SEO well, you're positioning yourself for
Yes.
longevity with AI as it is. I think, there's some nuances where, like you mentioned, have the direct answer to the question immediately
Yes.
at the top of the page. We're starting to think about on product pages, kind of having like a snapshot of the page
Mhm.
of, if it's a room, that kind of stuff. If it's a tour that you're booking, have all of the details right at the very
Yes.
top in
Yes.
bullet
Yes.
points so it can get pulled into an AI overview. But otherwise, I think everything that SEOs are doing is it's setting you up for long-term success, with maybe the exception of, I do see kind of a golden age of like PR coming back around, where you're getting more third-party mentions and links and that kind of stuff. But I mean, SEOs have always wanted that stuff too. We
Uh,
never, we did not want that, So it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately, where people are declared SEO is dead for like 20 years now. So it's dead still, by the way, if you didn't
it's
know.
dying
But
every year. It's dying
yep,
every year. A new death. I don't know which death will come next year, but still, it's still there. It's still there.
yeah.
You
Well,
still,
email's dead, ads are
yes.
dead, influencers are
It's
dead.
it's always the same, because those people, they just have the new product and they just want to promote it and push it out to the market as much as possible. But if you stick to it, and now I'm working only with boutique hotels, and if you really dominate your area, what do you think will happen to your site? You will show up in AI, you will show up in the ChatGPT, you will show up in Perplexity or whatever is coming next, because you have those signals right. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
all an algorithm. So, and they also function the same way. So you have to do it. The big thing is, if you don't do it, you will be lost. You will be really, really lost. So that's
Yeah.
that's 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 a problem. That's really a big problem.
That's a funny thing, and I'm not going to name names, but you see people talking about SEO is dead, but then you look at their site and they don't have any keywords
Fully
in the
optimized.
title or the H1, and it's not going to work well for AI either. So
It's. I mean, the people who are talking SEO is that, just check what else they are posting, and then you see they have an agenda behind it, or selling something else. But of course, I mean, SEO is not like it was 2014, 2012, 15, 16. Of course, it's always evolving. You as well need to always evolve your strategy. But then, if certain things will never change, it's like when we put a hotel on our 6 months program, we check after the first 2 months, okay, what is working well, what is not working well, and then we adjust. Okay, we remove a little bit there. Okay, let's push a bit more on citations. Let's push a bit more backlinks. Okay, backlinks now. Okay, let's push a bit there. We always check. Okay, what is, it's your
mhm.
website. It's an algorithm. It's always evolving. It's always evolving. You cannot just put a head on top of everybody and this. But some certain things you really need to have. H1 header, only one per page, not 20. Come on, not 20. What is this 20? One H1 header, clear what it stays, what you are and where you are. Meta description, exactly the same, where you are and what you are. And then as well an H2 header, one, two H2 headers as well. Slightly, do it, and then you have it. And then beautiful content. Please use AI for your homepages. Why
Mhm.
not? And then humanize them. Just don't just take it and then copy paste, but write your own sentence and everything. But get help. It's not that difficult anymore. But I understand hotels, busy with other things, cannot do it.
Yeah, they're busy, but you got to be scrappy, like you're saying, and you got to take advantage of everything that you
Yeah.
can. I'm curious, what's your advice for someone that's just getting started? It's a new hotel or it's a new travel brand. that's where I think SEO has always been the most challenging, is for startups. You've got a domain authority of 0. Where do
Yes.
you start your efforts, with backlinks, with citations, with content? Where do you prioritize your efforts for younger brands with new domains?
First things first, have a beautiful functioning website, fast loading, localize it. Second thing is directly claim your Google business profile. Then you have your social profiles, TikTok, Instagram, and then directly sit with everybody together. How are we going to get reviews? What is our review strategy?
Reviews.
How are we getting reviews?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's very much important. You need to entice the people to get reviews. When they're checking out, have them a review goodbye cookie or whatsoever. Review whatever you need to do in the first stages of your new hotel life. Reviews are your bloodline. This is very much important. You are already on OTAs. You are getting, but you want to get reviews that you really climb up those ladders in the hotel rankings. This is very much important. And then, of course, once you have the reviews, PR, as you told before, PR is very much. I think PR will be huge,
Mm-hmm.
which is coming back. Those agencies that can push you in those proper PR sections, they will be very good, because backlinks are very, very much important, and the PR as well will be very much important for you. So those are really the things which I really would like to, which I really would focus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always kind of like the chicken or the egg of how do you start ranking, and your domain authority is 0. I think reviews are a really good place to
I
start.
mean, if your domain authority is 0, what is the best way to do it? You need to get backlinks.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get backlinks, but don't buy them on Fiverr for $5, 3,000 backlinks. Then shut down your business. Go to a proper agency that has relevant backlinks, from your industry, and then you're right. But without backlinks, it's hard,
Yeah.
it will be hard.
Quick funny story. Years ago, I worked in back in my e-commerce days. I had a CBD client, and you work with some questionable brands. Not my clients, but competitors would buy backlinks to our sites as like a negative SEO hack to try to get Google to penalize us. And yeah, that stuff. Luckily, hospitality, you don't see that stuff nearly as much in the hospitality space. There's a lot of good people, but
No,
shows what people can do out there.
No, that's not the right space, honestly, to say for this kind of dirty tricks. That's not the right space.
No, it's
what
not.
You see, of course, a lot in hospitality is pay-per-click marketing, where OTAs are bidding on your name, competitors are bidding on your name. This you see quite often. And that's a usual practice. I mean, there's no harm in it, but you can do it as well. But what I see a lot is, if I go to your Google business profile and you don't use the free booking link, you have the function where Google allows you to have a free booking link, and a lot of boutique hotels don't have it. There is already an opportunity you're missing, so you need to grab each opportunity. If you're really complaining about OTA so much, and I hear it every day, then you need to do it. But if you don't do it, that means you love your OTAs, But again, I'm not against OTAs, they have a place that they should be there. But if you have like 25%, if you are a boutique, let's say you're a boutique hotel, 150 rooms, beautiful rooms, you have 25% direct bookings. Beautiful. Your owner will love you.
So funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's play a quick little game. I feel like we've covered so much of it already. I almost can predict your answers, but I like playing. It's called underrated or overrated. So I'm going to give you a category, rapid fire, and you tell me if you think it's underrated, overrated, and why.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. First one, creating top of funnel blog content.
Absolutely underrated. You need to become the local guide. You need to become the local guide. You must be the competition to those local guides in your town.
Yep. All right. This one we actually haven't talked about yet, but is schema markup and structured data.
Huge. How come we forgot it? It's so important. You need schema markup. For everybody who don't know it, it's like the entrance signal of your hotel. It's your name. You need to make sure you tell Google, okay, Very, very easy. What is this about? What the page is about and what your hotel is about. It's huge. It's huge. Schema markup on each page. You should have a schema markup on each page. Very much important.
Agreed. How about maximizing your Google business profile in the sense of like maxing out secondary categories?
Yes, yes. Use everything what you can. Use everything what you can. If you don't use it, you cannot show up for it. Use everything what you can. Whatever Google gives you, I mean, they are not stupid. They give you it for a reason.
I have a feeling you love SEO so much, Edward. You're going to say underrated for every single one.
No.
How about posting to your Google business profile, like posts to the profile itself?
Medium. I would say it's, you can post it. We always say you post it, but it needs to match your hotel website. Very much important, because if you just post something just out of posting and it doesn't really match, it's not that good. It's okay if you post about your stuff. That's perfect, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just post, you know, okay, our service is, let's say we have a free minibar, and it's nowhere mentioned in your website, it doesn't work like this, you know. You ideally link out to the section where it's your free minibar. Then Google say, okay, it's working out nice, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a cadence you'd recommend for those kind of posts? I imagine you don't have to do it too often.
We always say once a week.
Yeah. That's kind of what I had in mind too.
Because once a week, and then you look at how many weeks, 52 weeks we have, you have 52 posts. It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. 52 posts, you know. Go to ChatGPT. I have a boutique hotel, this and this, so much room. Just tell him the whole page. He will give you all these 52 pages in 5 minutes. You have it done. You're done. Finish. Your calendar is done, you know. Then you go, the Q&A. Q&A, we always say 2 Q&As per week on your Google business profile. More than enough.
Okay.
2, it's enough, you know. It's beautiful. And that's it. And reviews, you know. It's not that difficult to do. But you need to do it.
How about like directory listings and building citations?
Big one.
Yep.
Big one. Because those are really those signals, you know. But make sure name, address, and phone number is always right. Make sure it's always right. And one huge thing I'm gonna tell it to you now, but first of all, citations is very much, because those are, you know, links, and Google trusts them. You know, you have a section for a phone number on your Google business profile. You know, make sure if you put a phone number, it's somebody who knows how to answer a phone. Because you will be surprised how many times people are calling and it's going somewhere and no one answers the phone. Make sure it goes to the reservation department or somebody who can cancel or take a reservation. It's very much important, because we already encountered those numbers going somewhere else. And yeah, you know, it's not good. It's not good for you. You know?
No, not at all. What about, do you have any tactics that come to mind that are overrated, that you hear about, that you say that's not really worth putting time into?
That is overrated. I mean, I really need to think it. What is overrated? I mean, for me, when I see most of the time hotels, it's always underrated. I mean, for hotels, it's not much content about SEO out there. You know, everything like this. You know, it is. I really need to think about overrated in hotel SEO. I mean, it's really underrated. Everything so far what I see.
Just start doing it.
You need to start doing it. You know, you really need to start doing it. You know, it is very much. What is overrated might be, and I don't really want to harm anyone or something. If you are, let's say, you're a marketing specialist in your property, you know, you need to get the proper people who can advise you and not listen what your GM says. Because so many general managers, they do not have an Instagram account. They have say nothing. They never tried let's say an influencer program for your hotel or something. You know, they don't know what is backlinks. So you need to make sure you are on top of it, and you need to say, okay, this and this is what we're gonna do, and this is these are the results. Because so many, and I know it, are just listening, going to the GM. Of course, the GM is at the end of the day the decision maker, but you need to make sure you emphasize it to him. Okay, this is what we need to do. Because if you let's say you're a local hotel, you can run a heat map scan. I'm not sure if you have a saw a
Hmm.
heat map scan,
Hmm.
and you tell them we are positioned this. This is our competitor. So you can really show it to him, because so many GMs don't know what is a local heat map or whatsoever. How can they see? It's not possible. But if you show it to them, then you need to really make sure, not listening too much to a general manager sometimes.
I'm curious too, just any travel and hospitality brands that you admire from maybe from an SEO perspective or just otherwise.
I love the Aman group. They're doing pretty good job. I mean, whenever you see their Instagram posts and advertisement, it's spot on. It's really spot on. They describe it properly. They show off. The pages are usually always very good. Very minimalistic, but very good. They have H1 header on in tag. They have the meta description on tag. They are doing a pretty good job.
I'm the same way. Whenever I'm booking, I'm looking at metadata under the hood. I book direct because I'm curious about what automated emails I'm going to get, what the guest experience is going to look like.
Yes, always. And might be a bit biased for it because I worked already once for a man,
Mhm.
that's why. But from digital standpoint, they're doing really good. I mean, a lot of boutique hotels go to a man properties, have a look at them. They're doing a lot of things right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out. What is one of your
And
favorite?
sorry. One more thing.
Go ahead.
Another beautiful resort. If you really want to check it out, it's called Kurumba in the Maldives.
That's like the destination bucket list for me.
Yeah. I worked there. I worked there as well once, But
Really?
I checked out today the webpage. I was the F&B director once there. I checked out today the webpage. Beautiful. They redesigned it. It's very nice. It's once you go there and you want to book, you have a whole list on what are you getting when you book direct with them. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Edward, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. I learned a lot. I know our listeners are going to learn a lot from it. Where can our listeners go if they want to learn more about what you're doing and building at Leper?
Just go to my LinkedIn profile. That's the best way to find me. That's the best way to get in touch with me. That's the best way. Of course, you can go to Amazon, look at my book, or
Yeah.
you can get it. You can get it yourself for free from me. Send me a message. I'm gonna send it to you. No problem at all.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have waited till the what 58-minute mark, but Edward literally wrote the book on local SEO for hotels.
Yes,
So,
for boutique hotels, exactly.
yep.
Yeah, because it is so important. It is so important because boutique hotels really, those properties, they really have a big chance to win this game and to really get more direct bookings and everything exposure. But they need to play it right. They really need to play it right. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks so much, Edward. Looking forward to chatting with you and hope we have you on here again sometime.
Perfect. Anytime. I mean, we didn't went too far, too deep to SEO, and I think we should not. We should not because I really think for hospitality SEO, you really need to stay at a shallow level where everybody understands actually what we mean and what we are talking about. So that's the beauty.
Yeah, I think nail the basics and just do that really well gets you
Yes.
80% of the way there.
Yes. Once you have the basics right, you're already very much ahead. And then you really need to push those last 20-15% that really puts you on top, and then you stay on top, because everybody else is sleeping, like my kids right now sleeping. Your competitors are sleeping. I'm auditing every day so many boutique hotels. They're sleeping on it. So take it, take the
Yep.
chance now.
Well, with that, I'll let you go. I know it's late your time, so I appreciate you staying up to
So
chat with us. But again, thanks so much, Edward. Appreciate you.
perfect. Thank you.
All right. Cheers.
All right. Thank you. Bye.